Welcome back to the Armenian Museum of America. I'm Gary Linsananian, the curator, and I'm here today to share another part of our collection with you. And these objects are all related to the Armenian poet Daniel Varoujan. Daniel Varoujan was born in 1884 and was murdered in 1915 during the genocide. He was one of the two most prominent Armenian poets of the turn of the century. And these materials on this table were all donated by his daughter Veronica to the museum. He originally was from a small village called Varoujan, and he did very well in school. The Mekataris monks sent him to Venice and then to Belgium to study, and he got a degree and came back to the village in 1906 and began teaching in the village. Well, he got his degree. He published a book, which is Sasuna, and this is a collection of poetry, a young adolescent's poetry. He was a teenager, and he became very well known for that. And then while he was in the village, 2 years after he began teaching in the village, he published this book, Song of the Race. So, and this is this book established him as being one of the great poets of Armenian culture, Western Armenian literature. He moved to Istanbul and became the principal of an Armenian school in Istanbul and published another book, Heteros Yaker, Pagan Songs. And this was dealing with ancient Armenia, very, very romantic kind of poetry and imagery. He was one of the Armenian leaders that was arrested on April 24th, 1915, as beginning of the Armenian genocide. And on August 13th, the same year, he was murdered. He was in a deportation caravan, and one of the guards knocked him down and beat his head in with a rock to kill him. And the man was bragging afterwards about how he killed that suck-up Armenian. The daughter donated these materials to us. These are the three original first editions of the books. The fourth book, Song of Bread, was published after his death. When they arrested him, the Turkish officer that arrested him seized the manuscript he was working on. So after he was killed, the family had to ransom the manuscript back. And they published this posthumously in 1921 as a memento to honor him. These are original photographs that were donated by the daughter to the museum. You can see that his parents and himself. This is his wife's family and his family here back in the village. His wife's family was all wiped out during the genocide, and the governor then the Turkish governor then moved into their house. They had a very nice house, and so it became his residence after he murdered them. These are other books related to Varoujan. Like I said, he was one of the most important writers of the 20th century. And these are this is a textbook used in schools in Armenia. It was used in schools. This is 1972, teaching his poetry. These are biographies by him, and these are publications of all his letters, which were published after his death. These are translations into other languages of some of his works. The Chant de Pain, the Song of Pain, Pagan Gods here in English, and the two in front are actually manuscripts of translations of his works that were not published. But the books, they were published in Armenian, of course, but somebody was trying to translate them into English. One of these, we do not know who was a translator. The second one was translated by Devrish, the Armenian writer Devrish. The Armenian Museum is here to share our stories, our history, our culture with you, the public. We thank you for joining us. We have many materials on our website. We hope you will join us again. Until then, stay safe.